What about Texas A&M? In the whole Jimbo Fisher thing, not that you have any inside information, or if you did, you're not going to share it right here on the podcast. But what do you make of that situation in the state of Texas A&M football? I just had them against LSU, and it was a game until late in the third, and then all of a sudden, the Bengal Tigers just put their it was over. I mean, they were tiger bait. It was done. So, what do you make of the state of Texas A&M football, and how would Jimbo, if he decided to make that move, how would he fit at College Station?
Remember, they've got a game that they've got to play this week against Louisiana Monroe, and I don't know if that plays into the timing of this at all. There's been a lot of speculation and a lot of talk that he's going to go to A&M. He's got a background with the athletic director when they were both at LSU, and he was an offense coordinator for Nick Saban, so he's very familiar with the AD at A&M. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. If it happens, I think it could be a great thing for both A&M to be able to land a coach of that magnitude with the potential he has, and also for potentially for Jimbo. I think there's something. I don't know this. I've never talked to Jimbo. Just I love to listen to him when I do his games. I love to listen to him talk, and I know one thing he loves is ball. He loves to talk ball, and he loves competing in big games. And I think there's part of him, he's never told me this, I just feel like there's part of him that misses that crazy, rabid SEC fan base that he's either a part of or going up against. So I could see that maybe calling him. And I think the challenge of trying to win in that division, in that conference, it's something he's very familiar with. I could see that potentially calling him. End of the day, he may stay. I don't know. But if he goes, I could see the lure of why he would go. If he goes, how about a wild card? Who goes to Florida State?
The dominoes, man. The dominoes, the name, right?
Yeah. The name that potentially would be brought up, if that happens, would probably be Willie Taggart, would be my guess. Who is it?
Wow.
Obviously at Oregon right now, who had a lot of success at South Florida and Tampa. And, what he's doing at Oregon right now, they got banged up. They got their quarterback back. They finished strong, going to a bowl game, and he is killing it in recruiting. So he may stay in Eugene, but I can promise you if Jimbo Fisher leaves Florida State to go to A&M, whether he takes it or not, his name will be one of the first names linked to replace Jimbo if Florida State opens up.
You know how you and I were joking about a can of paint down in Miami, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Florida State needs the same thing. Now, I hadn't been to Tallahassee in years, Herb, and I was there for the Louisville game, calling that on ESPN radio. They've got like Frogger and Golden Tee 2002.
Atari 2600. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I could not believe how antiquated their facilities are. I was stunned. I mean, Alabama is state of the art. Like, do you want to go for a spin in a Maserati? We have a few over here. I mean, it's Texas A&M. It is. I was just mind blown how antiquated those facilities are. So, folks, keep that in mind also when Jimbo is considering leaving and going to Texas A&M, where it is state of the art. Versus, can we get Intellivision in here? Is that possible? And you think we're kidding, folks, but that goes a long way, man.